How my husband's dark secret made me disabled. In a vibrant, bustling city of Lagos, Nigeria, lived a man named Chuka, a trained engineer. He was married to Lola, a tall, curvy, beautiful woman in her late 20s. They had been married for 3 years, but had no children. Life was hard. Chuka struggled to get a job, facing rejection after rejection. Every day was a grind with no food, no steady work, and no money for basic needs. Each night ended with worry about the next day's hunger, and each morning began with the same desperate search for a job that might not come. The circle of uncertainty drained Chuka, with each passing day feeling like a battle of survival. Lola, his wife, was also sad with their financial situation. Watching Chuka's struggle weighed heavily on her. She worries constantly and assisted her husband with the little she had. One day, a friend of Chuka introduced him to a native doctor, hoping to find a solution to his struggles. The native doctor gave Chuka a ritual for wealth and financial breakthrough, but with one strict condition. From this day on, no friends, yours or your wife's, must ever enter your house. Only blood relatives are allowed. If you break this rule, tragedy will follow. Desperate, Chuka agreed, but he kept the secret from his wife, Lola. Soon, life began to change. Chuka secured multiple contracts, bought cars for himself and his wife, and built a beautiful house. For the first time, they were financially stable and happy. However, Lola began to feel lonely. She wondered why her husband would never allow her friends to visit their home. Whenever she complained, Chuka insisted, "No friends in this house. If you want to see them, meet them outside. Only your family can visit here." Lola's friends, Oge and Ife, grew suspicious. They pressured her, saying, "Why can't we visit your house? Are you ashamed of us? Or is your husband controlling you?" Eventually, Lola confessed the truth. Chuka forbade her from inviting any friends. Her friends, angered, urged her to ignore him and invite them anyway, insisting she had a right to her own home. One weekend, Chuka traveled to Abuja for a work contract. Before leaving, he reminded his wife, "Remember, Lola, no friends in the house. If you're bored, go out or invite your family, but do not bring your friends here." He kissed her goodbye and left. The next day, Lola gave in to temptation. She called her friends and invited them for a weekend girls' hangout. They arrived, laughed, played games, drank, and enjoyed themselves. By Sunday evening they left, unaware that their visit had sealed a dark fate. On his way back from Abuja, Chuka had a fatal accident and died instantly. Lola was devastated. After the burial, she fell mysteriously ill. Doctors could find no medical explanation for her condition. She grew weaker every day. One day, Chuka's friend Ike visited her in the hospital and asked quietly, "Did you invite your friends to the house while Chuka traveled?" Through tears, Lola admitted she had. He shook his head and said, "That was the mistake. You broke the sacred condition." He took her to the native doctor, who explained, "Chuka gained wealth under the condition that no friends should enter his home. The day this rule was broken, death came for him. Because you were ignorant of the ritual, your life is spared, but you will never walk again." Lola wept bitterly. Her husband was gone, and she would spend the rest of her life crippled and alone, haunted by the consequences of a secret she never knew.